Is your house a nightmare filled with mess, misery, and mayhem? Is your home out of control? Do you need saving from your chaotic lives? Well, fear not, because I'm here to place my healing hands on the homes of the hopeless. I run the C.H.A.O.S Clinic. Hi, welcome everybody. I'm Meg Connell. I'm a professional organizer from California, and I run the C.H.A.O.S Clinic. I'm going to take you on a trip from Clutter Central to Calm Springs with my patented 6-step plan. This is the last resort for those who have lost control. They're hooked on hoarding and addicted to anarchy. They're trapped in chaos. Can't have anyone over syndrome. To sort out their lives, I use my patented 6-step program to leading a clutter-free existence. All right, I'd really love to hear from someone who has conquered their clutter. Who would like to go first? Claire, why don't you stand up and introduce yourself to the group?
Hi, I'm Claire, and I'm the woman who used to like to keep up appearances.
Let's all take a journey into Claire's life. Let's take a look at the slides she brought. Step 1. Denial is our enemy. Confession is king. We begin by asking Claire to take the first step and confront the clutter. Claire, what room is this?
This is my garage.
I see. Mm-hmm. No car's been parked in there in quite a long time.
No, there's not actually any room for a car. I don't think there's been one there for years.
This looks like a table.
Yep, that's right. That's the dining room table.
Where do you eat?
We eat on our knees. Yeah.
Yes, Claire, you look like you're actually enjoying stuffing that stuff behind the sofa.
Well, it's quite satisfying when you've got a messy room and then suddenly it can look tidy again. It's sort of magic wand.
For some, Claire, it's not just hiding stuff behind the sofa. Do you want to end up like John? It was time for a one-on-one session with this social butterfly at her Hemel Hempstead home. It seemed schoolteacher Claire was leading a double life, tidying only when her friends came around and then living the rest of the time in turmoil. I wondered, how could Claire hold her soirees without her friends tripping over the mess?
I have to say to you that we come round once a year for her summer garden party, and the house is always absolutely spotless. I mean, it's pristine, everything runs beautifully.
Everything is really in place, kitchen especially.
Where's that letter?
Everything is always neat and tidy, as if she has a maid to come in and look after it for her.
Her friends think she's well-kept and well-mannered, and basically she's chronically disorganized. Holy smokes! What happened in here? Do your friends ever get to come into this area?
Yeah, because it can be quite tidy.
No, do they see it like this?
No, nobody's seen it like this.
Nobody. So you have
Until
this
now.
secret life.
I'm very proud of this. Right next to the phone, I've got the basics that you need.
But it's a cordless phone. Where's the phone?
Actually, I don't know. Once it's tidy, I think it'll be a lot easier to keep tidy after that. It needs a good
You think
bottoming.
so? You need to hit a bottom, is that what you're saying?
You don't know what bottoming means?
No, what
you
is
know, where
bottoming?
you clean out your cupboards and you get them all right down to the bottom.
We call that spring cleaning.
No, bottoming. A good
A
bottoming.
good bottoming. I'm assuming you do your laundry in here.
Yep.
That's the dirty laundry.
No. It has come out of the tumble dryer and that is ready to be sorted.
Newsflash.
Right.
There's a problem here. Right in the middle of your system. When they come out of the dryer,
Yeah.
they don't go on the floor. Never, ever, ever. Leaving your clean clothes on the floor is just silly. Come on. You've only done your laundry when it's been washed and put away. If you fold your clothes as soon as they come out of the dryer, you'll barely even need to iron them. You're sweeping the floor with your clothing. As like a little rag, and then this pair of underwear chonies, whatever you call them in this state, and this shoe, and I'm like walking around. It's
Hey, well,
like the
that's
new
good,
mopping
isn't it?
system.
That's good, isn't it?
Does it match
for
my
the price
outfit?
of one.
Does it match my outfit?
Oh, this is my Wummel drawer.
What's a Wummel?
Wummel is all the stuff that you think you are going to have a use for in the future. So
Is that a word?
It's my word.
Claire's just not seeing the big picture. Her whole house is suffering from chronic disorganization.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Daryl.
So you basically crawl into this and work right here.
Well, I picked my way across some of the paperwork, which is spilled over onto the floor.
What is this over here? This red chair on top of the piles of magazines and a lone gun right next to Daryl at his desk.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's not that bad.
That's right, Daryl. It's not that bad.
Not that bad? That's the understatement of the century. Every morning, this household is a hotbed of hassle.
22, can you get out, please?
Just getting husband Daryl and the kids David and Andrew out the door was a real struggle.
Wear what?
One red sock.
Well, where am I going to get a red sock from at this time of day? But I'm looking for a red sock for David for this day.
Drastic action is the only antidote to Claire's
What do you
despair.
have going on here? You've got this wommel and bottoming, all these words you've made up. This is like this imaginary world you're living in of chaos. And the reality is, it is chaos.
Okay, well, I just need a bit of advice as to how I can get out of the chaos.
But before we climb any further on my ladder to an organized life, Claire will need a safety net.
So here's the plan. We really need you to help her make sure it gets done.
I'll certainly make sure it's done.
Okay, what are you going to do to make sure it's done?
Well, I'm really going to have to push her. I'm really going to have to insist that she actually gets it sorted out and point out that you're coming back and we need to deliver on what we've promised.
Okay. You think that's going to work?
In her case, I'm not sure, but I hope so.
Step 3. I can't hold Claire's hand all the time. She's got to prove herself without me. So I've set Claire the test of cataloging her home. With the help of her family, she'll be using my unique tagging program. A really efficient way of organizing your home is to grade your belongings with use it for things you need, love it for your favorite items, and most importantly, dump it for stuff to trash. I'll be back to inspect Claire's home in 72 hours to see just how they're getting on.
The pile of wommel is subsiding. Finally. How about all of these magazines down here?
Yeah, but I've had
Surely.
those for years. I don't read. Well,
Yeah, but you never read them.
that's true.
Then I think they need to go.
Well, all of them.
Yes.
We'll have to keep those because Andrew made those.
Look, doesn't
a
it?
tigasoo that I'm.
Bin it.
No, I'll
Bin it.
find somewhere for it to go. What is
pointless, isn't it? Absolutely pointless keeping
It's a tough process, but Claire's pretty convincing. Back at the clinic, Claire's returned for another session.
Claire, what's the best part of clearing out so far?
I think it's when the unexpected visitor calls, I can actually open the door and say, come on in, whereas in the past I sort of had to, oh, hi, nice to see you, and so that's really good.
So it's pretty clean and organized and
Just about, it's getting there, it's nearly there, nearly.
3 days on, and it was time for another house call. This junk junkie appears to have made a real effort to follow the program. But remember, this is the lady who was keeping up appearances, so I'm not sure if I can take her word for it.
and I'm really hoping she's been ruthless. Am I in the same house?
Yep.
Where did everything go?
Well,
This looks great. Claire.
don't look behind my city, that's
Claire.
not fair. Come on.
What is going
Oh,
on?
Meg, that's not fair. That is not
This is
fair.
where it all went. Claire. I bet you've been looking for this remote control.
Oh! Daryl, we found the remote control. We can't use the video,
I'm going in. Claire,
Oh, don't.
what is going on back here?
Well, it's their artwork that I've kept.
We have a lot of work to do, Claire, and I'm worried. Let's go upstairs and see what's happening up there. It's just a disaster up here, Claire. How do you get into the bathroom?
Well, with difficulty at the moment.
You are really lacking in teaching your children some critical life skills here. This is really basic stuff.
Yeah, they normally go out pretty together, but I do have
And
to
this morning they left without
a tie.
right.
All right then, go
Okay.
right. You just find the little thing that.
Right. Yeah.
What Claire needs to realize is that if she wants to succeed, she's got to try even harder. Triumph is just the try with the oomph added.
Well, I've told Claire that she needs to get all of the garbage out of the house. We found so much trash in the house. You can't organize anything until you remove the excess stuff.
If this family is going to have success, then Claire will have to stay strong. And Daryl will need superhuman strength to tackle the office. The bottom line is that Claire is out of excuses.
Claire, I'm her last resort.
I'm Meg Connell, a professional organizer from the United States, and I run the C.H.A.O.S Clinic. It's my job to give these weak-willed people who won't face reality 24-hour positive power. Claire's been using my special 6-step program aimed to streamline the organization of your home and conquer your clutter. Claire's at the halfway mark. If she doesn't start replacing the clutter with some clarity, PDQ, she'll find herself on a collision course to disaster. Step 5, when you're on a roll, take control. Under Claire's new regime, the kids have got to play their part, so I've set them the challenge of doing a 10-minute tidy every day.
Kitchen timer, set it to 10 minutes, and off you go. All right. Just keep it up. This is not a deep clean, just a tidying up so you can live in this house again. Keep up the good work. Come on. No longer are you going to do those all-night cleaning sessions or the 4-hour blitzes. We're going to do it every day for 10 minutes. Chop, chop. You're almost there. 5 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay, team. Time's up. Everybody fall in. How are you feeling?
Fine.
Yep.
Fine?
Yep. Great.
Good. That was only 10 minutes and you got so much done. Just think, if you did it once a day for 7 days a week, your house would be spotless.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh my, Claire, newsflash. You're suffering from the 3 S's. Single sock syndrome. My goodness. The first thing you need to do with your socks is edit them. Do you have an infant in the house?
Not any longer, no.
Right. How old is your son?
That's 7.
What we're going to do is I'm going to give you a great tip. This is my favorite tip. I use these mesh bags all the time. I have one for each of your boys.
Yeah.
You're going to use them in your laundry basket.
Right.
And what you're going to do is you're going to pair up a pair of socks. When they're dirty, they go in the bag. And when the laundry's ready to be done, you just zip the bag up. It goes in the wash. It comes out. You've got paired socks in here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? If by chance there is a random orphan sock, we're going to have this single sock basket over here.
Right.
Kind of like a dating service for socks.
Oh.
We are gathered here today to join these 2 socks in holy socceroni. For richer or poorer, through sickness and health, through the wash and spin cycle. Right sock, do you take the left sock in holy matrimony?
I do.
And left sock, do you take the right sock in holy matrimony?
I do.
Isn't it great when 2 lonely socks finally find each other and become a pair?
Gosh, that was satisfying. I do love a happy ending. I've tamed the socks. Now it's time to tame that office tiger, Daryl.
This pretty much looks like all unwanted paper, is that right?
Yeah, a lot of rubbish there, yeah.
There is a lot of rubbish. So what I brought with me today is my shredder. If you have any paper that you're not going to be using anymore and it has any personal information, your name, your address, bank statements, please shred it. Have you ever shredded before?
No, not before now.
Not before? This is your first time?
Yeah.
First time shredder?
Yep.
How exciting. Okay, let me show you how it works. Okay, 1 piece of paper at a time. And it shreds it into these small strips that really are almost impossible to put back together. To give you the energy to get through this task, I've made for you the power-laden cape. Has special powers to get you through the task of shredding.
Brilliant.
What do you think?
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's exciting.
You know, as unbelievable as it may sound, we can spend up to a year of our lives scrambling through desk clutter for lost or misplaced items. For every minute spent sorting your papers, you will save 6. And don't forget to shred and recycle your unwanted paper. Come on, that's a definite no-brainer.
Daryl took to shredding like a duck takes to water, But you have to be careful because it can get out of hand. And it's even got to me.
So why did Claire and Daryl have so much paper in their house? It was time to investigate. The paper trail led me straight to the front door, and a postman who looked remarkably like my chauffeur.
We need to figure out what you're doing with your post when it comes in. So let's do a little role playing, okay? Let's see if we have any post to play with. What do you know? What do you have for us?
Thank you.
All right. Great. Now what do you do with your post?
Right, straight in here.
You bring your post in here?
Yep.
This is a plate rack.
Yep.
No. No. No.
It's tiny.
No.
It's tiny.
No, it's a tidy plate rack. It's not
I've
a
just
post
put them
center.
all up there.
No, this is where the problem starts. We're gonna nip it in the bud and we're gonna start here. Let's try this again. Round 2. What do you know?
Thank you.
Okay. Now stop right there. No farther than the bin here. You're gonna open your mail over the recycling bin, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna see how much mail is actual mail. What are you doing there? Opening
Make a mail, like you asked.
a letter opener. Have you used one of these before?
No.
Okay, these are great. They're gonna save your fingers. They're gonna help you with paper cuts. I think you're really gonna like it. Give it a try. There you go. Oh, isn't that great? What was that you just pulled
It's a
out?
load of junk.
Junk mail. Okay,
Yeah.
junk mail. The entire thing goes in here. And what's that next piece?
They're just the envelopes.
And what's that? Is that junk mail
More
too?
junk mail, yeah.
Okay, you're on everybody's list.
I know.
You know what you can do to get off the list is you
Tell
can,
me, please.
you can contact the mail preference service and get
Yeah.
your name taken off the list.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Get rid of
And you'll
this
get
lot.
a lot less junk mail.
I've rarely had such a hard time getting a client to let go of all their junk. It's a fact that 80% of what we own we don't use, and it looks like most of that's in Claire's garage. If she could park her car in there, she'd save nearly £60 a year in car insurance. But it seems old habits are dying hard with this hoarder.
Okay, I want you to pick 10 items that you're really using.
Only 10.
Only 10.
It's actually quite difficult to find things I'm using, but it's just useful to put.
So you're not using most of them, is what you're saying?
I know, but they're sort of things I want to keep.
Great, that's 10. Okay. Now I have another system for you to use. You're gonna get a shoebox. Everybody has empty shoeboxes. We're gonna fill up the rest of the stuff in this drawer and empty it into your shoebox. We're gonna put a date on it that's 3 months from today. Nope. Back in the box. It was a piece of a puzzle. I'm gonna tape it shut, and if you don't open it in 3 months, it's going in the bin.
But what are the things in here I want? Can I do them now?
Nope. You have 10 items. You're just gonna have to live with them. Nope, in the box.
There might be stuff in here I could use.
Okay, that's it. Top's going on. We're gonna get a couple more boxes, and I'm gonna date it 3 months from today. Okay? And if you don't open it in 3 months, in the bin it goes.
It's time to leave Claire's house. Claire Long had been living in chaos for nearly a decade. So will she find harmony in her home? What she doesn't know is that I will be returning in a week's time. So she's really got to get with the program.
Get your cricket stuff out and into a wash pile, because otherwise it'll just fester in there. Do you think you'll be able to keep this up and help me every night?
I think I would.
Do you think so? You're not going to get a bit bored or anything? You're going to be all...
Well, I might.
Well, I'm very pleased you're taking on this role.
I bet you are.
Sounds very sexist, is what wives are meant to do.
I don't think so.
1 week on, and time for my final diagnosis. There's certainly been some relapses, but I'm hoping that this time she's been keeping up the systems and not keeping up appearances.
Wow. She did a really good job in here. I'm impressed. Let's take a look. That's really clean. Wonder where the keyboard went and all that wrapping paper. I am thrilled. This is great. There's just something more mature about this office now. It feels like it's really working for them. And I think they were listening. on this one. Oh my goodness. What happened here? This is where it went. The albums from the office, I thought those went out. This broken lamp from the bedroom. I thought she kind of got it. I don't think she gets it. Bags of paper to sort. I'm disappointed, you know? So Claire, you've pretty much finished the whole house.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm on schedule for what I wanted to do. It's great.
You've been coming for about 3 weeks.
Yep.
And you've been working really hard.
Terribly hard, but it's all sorted.
I have to say, the last time that I was there, Claire, I did find this stairwell that led up to another floor.
Yes.
Do you recognize this?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Claire, this is the stuff that came out of the office. You just moved it. You didn't organize it.
No, that's not the case. There was 1 or 2 things that I really wanted time to sort out and go through.
This is a bag of paper from the office. You told me you were done.
No, I'm quite happy that there's only 1 room left out of the house.
No,
and I will
Claire.
sort it.
No, you can have 1 junk drawer, but not an entire junk room.
It's planned for the next school holidays. That will be done.
There's no magic in later.
It's the final step on my 6-step program, and after 21 days, Claire's still cloak and dagger about her clutter. But I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. I feel Claire's heading in the right direction on her long road to recovery. She's got to remember that success breeds success.
Claire, you're 80% there. Only 20% more to go. I am worried a little bit about backsliding though. 2 steps forward and 5 steps back.
No way. I'm not going back to how it was. Yeah.
Will you all join me in the C.H.A.O.S clinic chant?
Order from disorder, calm from confusion. Together we'll conquer chaos! Yay!
So what have we learned from Claire's story? That keeping up appearances can be deceptive. You may feel that you're kidding people and being really smug about it, but the only person you're fooling is yourself.